dangerous level of CO2.
So OSHA sets levels of dangers, I believe, starting at 8,000 parts per million for human health. And our research at the CO2 Coalition and our agronomists tell us that we'll see major benefits of CO2 for plant growth. It'll probably peak around 1,200 parts per million, or 3 times what it is today. The carbon dioxide levels in our atmosphere, rather than being at levels that are much too high, we're at actually historically low levels. At the end of the last ice age, we know that carbon dioxide levels plummeted to near what I call the line of death. They got to 182 parts per million. The line of death is at 150 parts per million. And why is that dangerous? Because below 150 parts per million, plant life cannot survive. We nearly got there. That would be a true climate catastrophe. The fact of the matter is, we need more CO2, not less. As we increase CO2, plants need less water to survive. And because of increasing carbon dioxide levels in the Earth's atmosphere, we're seeing just crop growth breaking records year after year. According to NASA satellite data, more than 50% of the Earth has an increase, they call it greening, it's an increase in vegetation. And what we're seeing here, again, almost by every metric we look at, we see benefits to humanity. CO2 is a greenhouse gas, and because it is, increasing amounts will warm the atmosphere. But our experts tell us it's significantly less than predicted by the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change. And the warming effect that we see from a doubling of CO2 is probably 0.8 of a degree. Again, nothing alarming.
Nothing alarming? I thought that these small fluctuations in temperature are exactly what are leading to all the catastrophic weather events we continually see in the news. And what's more, they seem to be getting worse. Or are they?
We're also being told that droughts are increasing, forest fires are increasing, all these calamities are getting worse. And if you go and actually look at the data, you'll find that that's just categorically false. It was all over the news that hurricanes are increasing. We have a very, very good record back to the year 1850 on the number of landfalling hurricanes in the United States. And what do we find? They're in decline, and a significant decline.
Increase in hurricane activity is part of the climate change argument. But you look at that graph that is of the major hurricanes globally, the top line is of those that are 64 knots. The bottom line is those that are 96 knots or more. You see no increase in the number of hurricanes or the frequency of big hurricanes. There's no relation at all that you can find to climate change.
This is stunning. So where is the data showing that hurricanes are increasing? Here's another piece of data supplied by Mr. Wrightstone. The trend was used by the National Climate Assessment in 2014 to show the increase in hurricanes since 1980. Looks convincing. The problem becomes apparent if we take the same data they use and pull back to its origin of record in 1920. It's hard to draw the same conclusion once we see the big picture.